starting with the NATO Secretary General and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's visit to northern Alberta military base. This is at a time where Canada's had two major diplomats here for visits this week. Prime Minister has been very busy, and right now he is with the NATO Secretary General, Jens Stoltenberg, and they're in Cold Lake, Alberta today as they wrap up a visit that has been focused on the northern defense. This is a time where the aggression that continues in the war in Ukraine by Russian forces is now at a 6-month point. It started in February 24th. And now this is a part of what NATO is going to do, and Canada is a NATO member. And yesterday, the two attended the Operation Nanook, which is the country's largest Arctic military training operation, and toured a radar station in Nunavut. Experts have noted that this is part of Canada's ability to make sure that they have a renewed focus when it comes to the Arctic security in what we've been seeing with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and this is a way for NATO to make sure that Canada is prepared. With Finland and Sweden, who are now going to become NATO members, well, this could escalate the war, as Russia has made many warnings about Ukraine first wanting to join NATO, and then now Finland and Sweden. And Russia's access to the Arctic nations outside of the alliance, this is something that is on guard. So, I mean, we're all watching this unfold, and it's important to be aware of what's actually happening, because as we've seen in other countries, and part of the backlash that President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine has had is that he did not warn the citizens of Ukraine about what is to come, as we did see the tanks roll up to the border of Russia and Ukraine for weeks before the attack started and the war started early in February. But the sitting president did not give the type of warning that's required for people to be able to make decisions for their lives. And what we saw afterwards, after the bombardment started, that people were fleeing their homes within seconds of not being able to, collect anything and just running away. And right now, the mass refugee exit of Ukrainians throughout the world and their neighboring countries in Europe has been something of tremendous thing to be able to witness. And our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. But this is also a warning that Canada does need to step up what it needs to do when it comes to its NATO spending, its military spending of about 2%. It is below that mark, and hopefully with Defense Minister Anita Anand at the helm, well, things will move in that direction. But this is also for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to be aware that, it's great to have concepts and ideas about things you want to do, but you got to pay attention to what's happening in the reality of things. And I think the NATO visit this week and these past few days has triggered that. So the NATO chief is likely to also raise the issue of defense spending, and that is really the main issue of why is Canada spending less than before when it comes to countries who need to step up, as they're consistently failing to reach that target of 2% of GDP on military, as we are seeing the signs of things not decreasing or de-escalation when it comes to the war that wages on now at 6 months in Ukraine.